Hi guys, thanks for joining me and welcome to my channel. Sorry I haven't posted on here in a while, but I'm excited to be here. Today I'm going to do Leo season because it's coming up in a few days. And I feel like we're going into a shift of energy that I want you guys to pay attention to. Namely, the energy is going to shift for the next 2 months until September. And I really want you to use this energy at the best of your ability to make as positive of an experience in your life as possible over the next 2 months. Try to be as nice to people, try to have as much fun, try to connect with people that you care about, all of those things as much as possible, because I feel like the next 2 months are energetically linked to the fall, and I think in the fall we are going to face a lot of very intense things that we're going to have to reconcile and figure out. And so these next 2 months are our blessings. So count your blessings, enjoy the next 2 months, and let's choose from the pick a card. So this is very similar to the reading that I did on the main channel. It'll be linked at the end of the video if you want to check it out. It was an all sign with a message for every single sign. And so you have 3 different options with Tarot and Lenormand. I have number 1, number 2, and number 3. I did use 3 different decks so that every single option had a full range of options available to them. Okay, as you guys know, I don't really, how do you say, edit the video too much. So let's just jump into number 1. So the core energy for you, number 1, is this energy. So a protective spirit is with you over the next 30 days. I have a feeling that in some way you have nothing to really be afraid of. You have nothing to worry about because there is protection for you. Your guide, spirit guide, an angel, there is some kind of energy. And no matter how much you are worried about circumstances and where things will go, I think you will be pleasantly surprised to find out that everything will be okay. As you guys know, I have the auto light on and it's making it way too bright to see. So I'm doing this during the sunset, so I have like the full energy from the sun. This is a sunshine reading. So there's definitely, in the face of worry and anxiety, number 1, I do feel like there's spirit with you, watching over you and taking care of you, despite whatever you feel. Okay, so now let's take a look at your cards. Here, I want to move these ahead. So we have the sun here. So I think that you're going to have a beautiful next couple months. I do feel like there's a lot of happiness and joy that's being brought into your life. I feel like you're getting a lot of miracles coming in. I do feel like the universe is helping you and bringing to you very positive things. I do feel like the universe is bringing to you reprieve and happiness, a change of luck for the better. Then we have the Ace of Pentacles. Beneath, something has begun for you. This might be on a personal level. Somebody has reached out to you. You have made an offer that you are going to take. A new chapter has begun already, and in some way it's already sort of getting ready below the surface. So below the surface in your life, in your private sphere, something is beginning, something is initiating, and so forth. Then we have over here the 8 of Cups. You're saying goodbye to a phase in your life. I do feel like you're saying goodbye to, old ways of being. I feel like you're saying goodbye to old people that you once knew. I think you're going towards something and there's a little bit of doubt in your mind about your success or your ability to go in that direction and how that's going to work out. So you are doubting the fact that, you're going in some direction and you're unsure whether or not you're making the right decision. You're not sure if, changing your path has been or is the right direction. But I think that there's a spirit guide with you that is in some way assuring and reassuring you that yes, you are going on the right path. So this is all about you being sort of, you're sort of kind of disassociating from what you know. You're disconnecting emotionally. That's the word I was looking for. You're disconnecting, excuse me, emotionally from people that you know, and from things that are sort of the old world, and you're going to the new world. And then what you're getting in is the Hanged Man. To me, you know, I have a very unique interpretation for this card. It's kind of like a hot guy. So a hot guy could be coming into your life, like somebody who's very like attractive, very good looking, like a nice body. And I feel like this is someone who you will learn a lot from. I sense this, there's this feeling of intimidation around this person. And if you date women, it's a very attractive woman who's coming into your life. There could be also a situation that is asking for you to delay some things. So there's a situation that is asking you to go slowly and to be patient with the things to line up for other people. Okay, so things will come of their own time. Here's the Queen of Swords in the first card position. So I feel like what she represents is that, did I turn autofocus? I think I turned it off. Okay, so the Queen of Swords is here. That's really your attitude, and it comes in with this Eight of Cups here. So I think what it essentially means is that you're really clearing things out in your life. You are putting an end to things. Like you're not so emotionally detached from things, and you're letting things go. You're sort of, you see things on your horizon. You want to go in this direction, and so some of the things that you would have been more open towards, now you're dismissive. Like, you're not calling back everyone. You're not necessarily making plans with everyone because you're beginning a new chapter in your life. And then we have the Two of Wands. I think somebody's watching you, and I don't mean in a creepy way. I think that somebody's admiring everything that you're going through. I think if you're single, I think you're on somebody's radar in terms of love. This could be the same person, or it could be two different people, but I do sense that somebody's very attracted to you. Somebody likes what you're doing. I think they're seeing what's going on for you. I think they're seeing kind of what's going on for you, the path you're taking. And then I have the Lovers for you. There's a lot of indication here that there's intimacy that's going to be big over the next 30 days. Intimacy, love. I do feel like there's this kind of commitment that is being formed between people. And I think that there's, for some of you who have been working and who would like to be like in a more traditional family setting where you're not working, some of you may shift to a relationship in which you are in a more traditional family. That being that one person works and one person stays home. And so you might be shifting gears towards a different dynamic in a commitment with a partner or someone who your partner. And then we have here, I don't think that everybody's going to understand what you're doing, especially your friends. I wouldn't be so worried about your family. I think they're going to be very supportive. But I do feel like your friends, you might see friends turn their back on you or not really get what you're up to. And so don't waste your time trying to overly justify to them. The people who will stick around will, and the people who won't, they'll just find excuses. Somebody is questioning you harshly for your decisions at this time, but I don't feel like it's your place to have to explain yourself. I have Lenormand to clarify. So for the Sun, we have the Book. Something you had learned along the way has paved your path forward. So, you know, whether it's your education or something that you had learned has assured for you this new beginning, this new direction. So it's your knowledge. And then below the surface, something you've been waiting on, an outcome or an opportunity, has become much more accessible now. And so I feel like on this new beginning, you've been waiting a lot. You've been like waiting a lot. You've been there's been delays, and now finally the thing is beginning, the thing that you want. Then you have the moon here, okay? And so the moon is a destined card in the Lenormand. So, and here we have a big moon in the Eight of Cups, right? It really feels like you know when animals like go far places and there's like a homing mechanism in them to go so far or to migrate. It's kind of like something like that you can't really put your finger on it necessarily. You may know, but it's something within you. It's like fate is pulling you in a particular direction. And then we have the Rider here. So definitely someone new coming in, someone fresh. I think someone very attractive, someone that kind of stops you, you know, you had me at hello kind of thing, like a very, very handsome or beautiful person. Then you here. So I feel like it's been your breaking point, number one. I feel like you've possibly had enough, and so it's like enough is enough sort of energy. And so you have a very short temper, you have a very short patience for any BS, and you're just cutting things out that aren't fitting well. And then you have the Scythe. Somebody had changed their life a particular way. The person who's watching you, the person who's your admirer, they had changed their life a certain way, and they see you changing your life in a very similar manner. So I feel like they're very attracted to it. I feel like it resonates for them. That's where the attraction is, that the similarity, that the strength of your character, that's what I'm picking up on. They're attracted to the strength of your character. And then we have a Stork. If you guys are looking to be in love, to have children, that kind of thing, this might be your omen. I do feel like if you're being intimate with your partner with the hopes of having children, there's a really good chance that something might come up for you in the next 30 days. I feel like your commitment and your relationship, especially the intimate ones, whoever you're being intimate with you, that will change your course of your destiny. I feel like you're being pulled in that person's direction in a more serious way. So if you're having a casual relationship now, I wouldn't be so surprised if it didn't turn more serious with some delays. And I do feel like you are questioning it, but the angel is here to assure that everything will be fine. And then we have the last card, we have the Whips. So somebody's trying to control you in your friend group. Somebody in your friends is trying to control you, saying harsh things. Do not listen to negative messages or negative words of friends, especially like kind of mean-spirited. Stay away from that. So I hope this helps. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to make the energy real. And let's go on to number 2. Okay, so let's see. Number 2. Let's see your messages. Okay, so, oh shoot, let me just do I forgot the order. So our core card, so I have one core card. So your card is intuition and divination. I feel like over the next month, the most important thing for you will be to sit with your inner voice and take a look at your situations. I think the world around you is bringing you lots of messages and a lot of insight. And I think that you will be spending a lot of time trying to understand it all. So lots of readings with me, hey? Hey girl, hey. Okay, so we have the 2 of Swords next. So there is a decision in front of you that you need to make, and you will be making. And I think a part of it will be gathering more information, and some of that information will be through psychic activity, you know. And we have a couple cats, so it might be with your familiars. even if you have like another type of pet. There will be possibly some some kind of maybe a familiar helping you. We have some scrying, a butterfly, a snake, a lily. There's all sorts of imagery here of insight. So maybe this is saying that you should be looking in a psychic way at these situations. Then we have the Knight of Wands. So somebody has come in very quickly into your life. Someone has come quickly. They have unexpectedly shown up, and they had in some way kind of introduced new possibilities in your life. I do feel like the decision you're making is quite quick. I feel like it's unexpected. Boom, it shows up, and then you have to deal with it. So very quickly you'll have to respond, or you'll have to think about it and say whatever it is that you're going to decide. Then we have the Page of Wands, a Sag, a Leo, or an Aries, secondary transits in Earth, possibly. And so I feel like very quickly over the next month you will have a new beginning. It's something new is happening below the surface. Everybody knows you're making a choice and you're deliberating about that. You have partial information, you don't know everything yet, and I think that the overall temper of the next month will be you beginning some kind of new adventure, some kind of new journey. And then we have the Five of Cups. Somebody will come to you with a grievance. I feel like it possibly could be referring to a part of your relationship in the past, or they might be bringing to you their own experiences to talk with you about whatever's happened in their life. So maybe not related to you at all. And I think that the cards are saying that you should pay attention to them, and I feel like it's karmic, so treat it as a karmic situation. So when they're reaching out to you and asking for help, then I think that it's a good idea to open your door to that, despite the fact that your mind is probably everywhere else, but it's a good idea to still open your door to the needy stranger or friend. I feel like it's a friend, right? But that's the karma of it. So you have the Nine of Pentacles next. And so you have a lot. I feel like maybe you will have some kind of flirtation. I would wait to find out, to say more about it. And definitely you should wait to find out more about the situation before you sort of pass judgment. But I feel like you're looking good, you're feeling good about yourself. And I feel like somebody might be coming to you with information, or somebody's being attracted to you. You are attracting someone. And then you have the Two of Pentacles here. There's a lot of deliberation between different options that you're facing. So over the next little while, there will be a lot of trying to understand what the situation is about, trying to kind of put two and two together. There's a lot of like you soul searching, and maybe this person who comes to you with their heartache will in some way be a experience to learn from, and in some way those conversations will lead to insight into your own life. So it's all about you observing the world around you, and then possibly something coming in here. And then we have the Ace of Cups. So if you do have an intimate encounter with someone, especially those of you who would for the first time be with someone, not like in your life, but with that person or in your life, there could be a new relationship that is evolving, but it's saying here in the first stages. So I do feel like there's, for some of you, the possibility that to only expect a little intimacy and fun. We'll see with the Lenormand what it says, but it does look like the beginning of something. It's not saying how long or how serious it is, but I think that you're attracting a lot of that type of attention. And then Last Judgment, with regard to friends. I've done a lot of readings for the next month, and including sign by sign readings. There's a lot of friendships that are like musical chairs. I feel like hands are shifting, new friendships are being made, new relationships are being made, And I think that there's some kinds of decisions that are being made between friends. So that's something to consider. Okay, so let's take a look at the Lenormand. And we have the fox right here. So I think that you're dealing with a situation that will require a lot of like cunning, a lot of smart thought. I feel like you are, yeah, just, you know, deliberating. You have to put two and two together. You have to think really smart on your toes. Below the surface is, oh, this is good luck. Okay, cool. I love the clarifier because I wasn't sure about this person. But I think that now that I see the clover here, this person's bringing good luck into your life. So I feel like I know more about this situation. I do feel like this is all connected. Like you're attracting someone in, especially those of you who are single, and this person's really good luck for you. They're really good luck. And so you should definitely, I do get the vibe that you should explore it, but I don't want to tell people what to do. So essentially it feels like a good deal that if you feel like it, go check it out because it might be a relationship worth getting into or finding out about. Now here, new beginning, a man, but I always use this card in more like the depiction, like somebody's looking forward to something. Maybe this is the beginning of a relationship with a man, or maybe you see, if you are a man watching, then you see a new possibility for you. There's this sort of something new on the horizon, a breakthrough for you. And I feel like you're trying to get as much information about it up front, and that's what your month seems to be about, amid all the other things. And then we have the letter, some kind of communication that's coming to you. Let's see. Some kind of communication that's coming to you. So somebody might send you an email, an actual letter, a text message. I do sense it's their problems, like they're coming to you to tell you, like, you know, it's your friend that is telling you that they're going into a divorce with their partner and they're heartbroken and they want you to kind of hear them out, or there's some kind of news that's coming that's sad, but I don't think it's pertinent to you, but it's someone who you care about is going through something, and I feel like you're there to listen, and you know, it's kind of, but it is kind of a message that is supposed to give light to things that you're going through, or insight into things you're going through as well. So it's a learning lesson. We have the garden here, and she's in a garden in the Nine of Pentacles. So if you know this card, Nine of Pentacles and the garden, you have a lot of different options over the next 30 days, a lot of different options at your fingertips, a lot of different possibilities. This is like window shopping and really figuring out what is the best fit for you at this time. We have the Two of Pentacles and the Mountain. Okay, so there's a little bit of tinkering that you're going to do within a relationship, a little bit of, you know, some things are going well, some things are not. It's not a perfect match in terms of love. Maybe there has to be some tinkering with lifestyle or schedules. It's not a deal breaker situation, but there will have to be some kind of figuring things out. And I think you'll be called away quite a bit in helping your friend or whoever it is. And then we have the bear. Oh, wow, okay. So, new relationship, something new, very protective person. I feel like if you do become intimate with someone for the first time over the next 30 days, that person is going to really equate being intimate with someone with starting the relationship. So I do feel like I feel like that's going to be a question, like, are we boyfriend and boyfriend and boyfriend, whatever, girlfriend and girlfriend, or what? And I think that getting into this situation, you should know that it's not just like something superficial. I think that you should expect that person's going to want a serious relationship with you. So that's how you have to make your decision. And then last card, we have the snake. big decision with a very cunning and smart woman. I think that she's helping you. And I think that this isn't an end of a relationship at all. I feel like you're defining your relationship over with her again. So a redefinition of a relationship, personal boundaries, figuring each other out. I think your friendship is going to become more solid and better. And those of you who date women, I feel like, especially if you're new to the relationship, okay, let me just say it. If you date women, this might be a good friend of yours with whom you become intimate. Or if this is a new person who's coming into your life, I feel like that person's going to be kind of older, and they're going to be older than you, and I feel like, or they're going to be more mature than the average person you date, and I feel like that person's going to be like a very, like, you're going to feel very secure around that person. So she's going to be tough one way or another. That's what I'm trying to say. So yeah, and if this isn't to do with relationships, there might be a woman who's offering up something kind into your life. So some kind of like back you up on something, or offer something nice to you, or just give you something nice. I feel like she's coming in to help, and she could be like a family member. This is like, if it's not intimacy, then there's someone who's offering something to you, and it's like a new opportunity, some kind of just something nice. Okay, so thank you, number 2. I hope you enjoyed it. Now let's hop over to number 3, and then let's see what's going on with you guys, okay? So we have the 2 of Swords. No, this is the 6 of Air in this. I always think of this as the 2 of Swords. So there's peace being made. There's an understanding between people. I feel as though there is someone, this to me looks like the Hierophant, so it could be like a marriage for some of you, but more often than not, I feel like there is a mediator, somebody stepping in to try to resolve a problem, and I feel like there is a peace and a resolution, or an understanding reached between you and someone else, because somebody else stepped in, and it's kind of like a very serious agreement. And I feel like there's like let's put it behind us kind of energy. Let's move forward together. Let's have each other's back. At the top we have the 7 of Wands. So I feel like there's definitely this air, number 3, of you really wanting to defend yourself against other people and ideas. I think that you're sort of being protective, and right away when I was looking at this, I had this feeling that maybe you guys were in some way, there was outside world pressures to bring you in closer with other people, but you're actually being quite kind of careful with that, and it might not be the perfect fit for you to do that. So in some way, I think that you might be even taking a step back, or maybe in some way you might be taking a step back, or in some way you might be very careful. Like, you have what you need, and so you're not so necessarily open to other people's interjections. And there's this like, I gotta get my mind wrapped around things sort of energy going on, where you are sort of deliberating what's right for you in a situation, what you want to do in this time. And so you're making choices between some things, and you're waiting for more information to come through. But I think it's going to be a very calm month for you. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 swords. Do you see that? There's 1 sword here, 1 here, 1 here, and 1 here. So it's a very calm month. It's not like it's going to be stressful. I just feel like it's almost like somebody wants an answer from you about something. They're requesting from you, want your attention, and so forth. But I think that in some way you're still holding things back because you want more information to come in about whatever it is that you're dealing with. And we have 10 of Pentacles, loyalty and trust. Very, very stable family dynamics at this time. Very stable family dynamics, and relationships. I have a feeling that there's a lot of like multi-generational family involved, so different forms of family. Things are solid. Things are going great. There's a lot of loyalty, so you're not really questioning the loyalty of the people around you. You're in a secure space. You're in a secure space with people around you. You know where you stand. Then we have the Empress. Your mother might be calling you a lot over the next 30 days. Or likewise, for some of you, there could be a very significant woman entering your life, especially if you date women. There could be someone coming into your life and kind of someone who you potentially could marry. Or maybe you are yourself sort of entering into a phase where you're very receptive to love and marriage and those kinds of things. And yeah, you have some kind of openness. Or a woman who's pregnant is going to be a big part of your life over the next 30 days. So you'll be spending a lot of time with that person. You've got the Death card. You're making a change, but you're making a change privately. And I think that's why you're like withholding from other people, because you are in control of your situation. You're sort of not going to answer until you're ready, and you're making big changes in your life. You're cutting things out. You're going in directions. You're reorganizing around you. And we have this 5 of Wands. So I feel like, again, people will not understand what's going on for you. It's been a very hard time for everyone. So not everyone's at their best and people are stretched. So you want to do that mindfully with the fact that people are this way. But I do feel like you might be, we'll see what happens here, but you might in some way feel like people around you are just sort of, how do you say, off the mark about things, or spinning their wheels, or nervous around you. And I feel like that's got nothing to do with you. And it's something you observe, but it's not something that bothers you. I think you have your goals in mind. This is really big. I feel like you are forming a very profound union with another person. Now, it might be a relationship, but I feel more like brotherly love or more like a friendship. But it could be a relationship with a huge companionship component to it. It's like almost like a decision between two people to go a certain way together, a pact, kind of energy. And then you have the Page of Pentacles, a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. New offer from family or friends. That's what I'm saying. There's like shared resources between people that are coming together a certain way. People are sharing resources. They're getting on the same page about things. On the same page, right? Like there's a new financial beginning between you and someone else. And it's a very quick change that you fully participate, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's not a member of your family. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles, a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. Secondary transits in water, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Those are just general observations. That a female of those signs could be possibly around you. I feel like there is you're being very selective about who you spend time with. I don't feel like I think a lot of people will be noisy for you, so you will stick with people who understand. I think you're troubleshooting something, and I think that you're basically working towards a certain path, a certain direction, and you don't really have time to entertain other people, other opinions. You're just quieting things down and doing your own thing, and you have someone around who's got your back. And then we have the Lenormand cards for clarification. Childish. Okay, so in some way, the energy around you can be a little bit childish. So it's almost like the things you're dealing with are sort of low, not low vibe, it's just immaturity or something. They don't get it, and it's trivial to you. Like, that's what I'm picking up on, that whatever is in your environment seems trivial, not like a distraction you want to address. It's just something you want to sort of avoid and get away from. Then we have the key. And so I feel like something is new, is beginning. You're choosing what door, that's an analogy, what door you want to go through. And I feel like you're trying to decide what's the best path for you. And then we have here, we have the lilies. So a matured set of relationships that are very strong and present in your life. Somebody who's older, who's in your family, is a huge role to play in your life over the next 30 days. This person is guiding you or informing you or helping you out. And then we have the Empress and we have the Coffin. A change in a relationship. Don't worry, your mom's fine. A change in a relationship. She's teaching you, she's guiding you. A strong feminine presence is in your life to help you and guide you through some changes. I do pick up on the fact that maybe some things about how you are, you're changing. So whether it's your hair or something about your personality, and I hope it's the personality because that stuff really can go far. But I do feel like this is a good energy for you to say, look in the mirror at yourself and say, okay, I'm putting this part of me away. That doesn't work for me anymore, and now I want to explore a different direction. So you'll be supported in that process, and the benefits that you'll get from whatever change you do will open up more opportunities for you. It's time to take the next step. These energies are good for that. Okay, so Death card, we have the Ring. Change and transformation, a more of a commitment to yourself and your life in a particular direction. You know, when you decide to like buy a house, or when you decide to get married or have kids or go to school, whatever it is, when you decide to take such a big step, there's like a change about yourself and a commitment to that idea. And so therefore you reprioritize things around your life. So that's what I think you're doing. And then we have the Five of Wands, birds, gossip, people spinning. It's like a game of telephone. So around you there might be people that are gossiping between them. And I feel like people are gossiping, they're spinning their wheels. And so I feel like they're gossiping, they're spinning their wheels. And I feel like it might be just, I do feel like a small sense of annoyance, but not a bad one. It's just like people are people and they're very far away from you. So it's not like something that's heavily impacting you. The main theme of your life is an alliance and some kind of bond and a commitment to something. You're making a commitment for yourself, something new is beginning, and you're sort of making a lot of personal changes over the next 30 days. And then there will be these kinds of questions or people paying attention, but I don't think that has any relevance to you because you have your like home team kind of thing down packed. Then we have a tree. So a new beginning in a new direction, a new agreement between you and someone else. You and someone else agree towards a new direction, a new path, setting down roots. The tree is all about, setting a pact for a new direction. It's like, it almost feels like starting a business with someone or, taking a next step with something towards an agreement and an understanding. So that's very cool. And then we have the Tower, which is different than in the tarot. Remember, the Tower has to do with business. A woman from work with whom you have a very strong understanding with of personal boundaries. This could be someone with whom you could work very well with, or with someone with whom you can take a lot of steps into the future with. So in terms of business, so there could be, some talk or some ideas floating around of where a business relationship could go, or a friend from work turns out to be a better friend than just a work friend. There's like a very strong connection with someone, and they are trustworthy. They're a nice person. So I feel like you're building strong bonds. And the things, this was, I feel like in the past, this really sort of threw you off balance because you didn't have these foundations figured out. But now that you know where you're going, things are very steady for you. This is just trivial stuff. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed the reading. Thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to make the energy real and to help the little birdies, the 18 to 24-year-olds, see the video. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have a good night, and watch the all sign if you want more messages for Leo season. Thanks so much. Take care. Bye.